Let's make these cute barefoot sandals for the beach. This is one size, so this goes around your toe and this here is at the ankle. And without counting the ties, this here is 21 centimeters long or 8.5 inches. You need a little bit of 3 different colors of cotton or bamboo yarn, and 2 of the colors can be just tiny balls of leftover yarn. One a bit more, but even then not even half a ball. And then a hook that goes with it. Mine is size 4mm. Or if you prefer, you can make it all in one color. White ones are lovely for a beach wedding. We start here in the middle and I'm using green for what is yellow in here. We start by making a magic loop, magic circle. So have your yarn like this here and go round once your index finger and insert the hook into the loop and make a chain stitch. I'm linking a longer video to how to make the magic loop this easiest way. Then chain 7. And this actually counts as the first treble plus chaining 3. Then we need 7 trebles into this here loop. And I'm using American crochet terms, it's a double treble in British terms. 2 yarn overs. And then chain 3. Another treble, 2 yarn overs and into the ring, and each time through 2 loops. And then make 5 more. So chain 3 and a treble, so that you'll have this here chain and 7 trebles. Here and one more time chain 3, and I'm tightening the magic loop now. So take the tail and pull it tight like this here, and then slip stitch into the 5th stitch in there. And you could weave in the yarn end now. You need to go around a couple of times in the stitches and then pass it through and then cut. Then this here round of single crochets, that's in pink here. Pull the pink yarn through the loop. You can leave the ends inside the stitches if you like. And then we'll make 5 single crochets into each of these chain loops. 5 single crochets. And after you've done 5 in one, you just go straight into the next one. So 5 single crochets in each of these loops. And then a slip stitch in the start of the round and cut this yarn and take the 3rd color. So make a stitch using that. On the next round we are making these loops that we need, and we are starting here. That will eventually be this toe loop and then go right round, but the ties will be made separately afterwards. And at first chain 25. So here chain 25. Here I have 25, and then skip to the top of the next treble and a single crochet there. Chain 3. and then a double crochet in the middle one of these single crochets. So you skip there, and again chain 3. My yarn is splitting. And a single crochet on top of the next treble, and then we'll make another one like that. Chain 3, double crochet in the middle, chain 3, and a single crochet in the next treble or above it. There. And then we need another long loop, so again chain 25, chain 25. And once you got that, single crochet again in the next bit, skipping that one bit of single crochets, and then another one of these here things, chain 3 in the middle there, a double crochet and chain 3. And now we only have one, and then again a chain loop of 25. And you attach it in the next one, and then you'll make 2 of these same kind of things we've been having here, so that it will be symmetrical on this side. So first a single crochet, and then 2 of these there. And this is what it looks like. Then we start the last round where we go round all these loops and also add this toe loop that we haven't got yet. Chain 1 and then 15 single crochets on this here side of this here loop. But all of them go into the loop, not that you would insert the hook into stitches. So 15 first. When you have them, you may need to move them a bit so that they are exactly in half of that, and then even them out a bit. And then we'll make this here loop that we need using foundation single crochets, which means that we are making the chain and the single crochet at the same time. First chain 2. Then insert the hook in the first one and make a stitch, and then take a yarn over and pull through only the first one, not both, and then another yarn over and pull through both. So this way it creates a chain here and a single crochet on the other side. Then insert the hook into the 2 halves of that stitch. It's hard to get it. And pull a stitch and yarn over through one and yarn over and through both. So now I got 2, and again I'll show one more time. Both there, yarn and pull a stitch, yarn over and through one and yarn over and through both. So now we have 3. So continue exactly like this until you have 12, so 9 more. Here's that, and then continue on the other side by making again 15 single crochets in the rest of this here loop. So 15 until you come to here. So that looks like this here. Then we continue in here. 3 single crochets in the first chain loop. 3, and then a picot here, chain 3, And I prefer to do the picots so that I insert the hook at the base of it here and there through these 2 loops, and then make a slip stitch. That's a picot, and then 3 single crochets again on the other side of that there loop thing, like that, and then do exactly that same in the next one. And then we come to this loop here, and in here 30 single crochets going right around this one. And then here is the same one again, and again 30 single crochets. So these all here now. Next. So that's these done now. And then there's just that one bit to do. So these again exactly the same way as all these other ones. And then when you come to here, make a slip stitch and cut the yarn. Here we are, and then just the straps that we attach here and here. And we use an easy I-cord technique to make the straps. For the strap, first measure about 3 meters of yarn, or about 10 feet if you use those measurements. So 3 meters of yarn, so 10 times this here. And then hold on to where you have 3 meters. I have it in here. And take one of these loops that don't have this toe loop in it, in the middle of it, and insert the hook in there. And take this here yarn at the 3 meter spot and chain 1. Now I have the ball of yarn in here and this long end here. And now make sure that you are taking this here long end and keep it towards you, and we'll start to work. First put your hook under the yarn that comes from that tail, like that there. And then go and get the yarn that comes from the ball, your working yarn, and make a stitch by going through both of them. And then that's what we repeat all the time. Go under the tail and make a stitch using the working yarn. Like that. You get used to it quick enough if you haven't done this kind of I-cord before. It's not very thick, this type of cord, but it's quick to make. And make this 80 centimeters long, or 32 inches. And that's the length that then it goes twice. You can sort of crisscross them twice and then tie. So you can of course have them longer or shorter, but that's what I have on those, in those folders. So just keep going, make this until it's 80 centimeters long, and then cut the yarn, and then make another one exactly the same at the end of the other loop. And then of course make the other sandal the same. And then just finish off the yarn ends, and that's you ready for the next time on the beach.